Hello, this is Mr. Chabry. Another Let's Go battle just for you guys. Let's see what our opponent got for us. This is actually a really solid team right here. We've got a lot of the same Pokemon. I'm kind of worried about that Melmetal, actually, because it could be quite a threat. I don't really have anything that wants to face down Melmetal. Charizard is probably my best bet, but really other than that, I don't have much for it. I'm going to lead Venusaur, and the reason is I think my opponent might try to lead the Rhydon. And I don't want my opponent to get rocks up right away. I want to... Of course, I want to get my own rocks up. But I don't want my opponent to get rocks up on my side because I really need Mega Charizard for that Melmetal. I really need it. So if I can prevent rocks from being put on my side, that's going to be really, really helpful. So I'm going to lead off with Venusaur, mainly to scare away Rhydon, but I could probably put something to sleep. Let's see here. Is this going to be the Rhydon? It's going to be the Melmetal, actually. So what I want to do, I actually want to try to put this thing to sleep. If I can put this thing to sleep, that's going to be very helpful because this thing is such a threatening Pokemon. It is like such a threatening Pokemon. I can't let this thing do that much damage to me. It's just so threatening, man. I need to hit this thing as hard as I can. I need to put it to sleep so I can actually have some more hits on it. We're going to see Withdrawal. We're probably going to see Charizard come in. Alright, we're going to put this thing to sleep then. We're going to not put this thing to sleep. Okay. Thank you, game. That was very helpful. I appreciate that one. I really appreciated that. I made the right prediction and you gave me a smack in the face. Let's see what I can even do. I really need to put this thing to sleep. I'm going to Sludge Bomb. I mean, jeez. I needed that sleep powder. I needed that sleep powder. Oh, this is going to be Mega Charizard Y. Okay. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you, game. Alright, the game giving me a second shot at this. And I'm going to actually bring in our boy, Starmie. Or actually, what's Muck doing for us? Let's look at this. Muck's not doing much for us. Sure. I'll get our own Muck out here. We're going to see a Fire Blast. This time it connects. Jeez, it still does so much. And we'll Crunch. I'm going to go for a Crunch. Yeah, you get both Fire Blasts. Let's go ahead and get Zap in here. I want to get a light screen up, actually, because I think Rhydon might actually switch in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a light screen up, just in case my opponent decides to stay in and attack. Starmie would have probably been a better switch in, honestly. Oh, thank you for that miss. We get a light screen up. Good. Alright, so my opponent made a pretty scary play there. I mean, a play that didn't really pan out for my opponent. But that just gives us an option to get Starmie in here. And if this is right, this is great. Because we are going to threaten out this Rhydon. I do not want rocks on my side of the field. I do not want them at all. So we got our boy Starmie out here. Let's see what my opponent has. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Surf here. I think it's probably my best play. Yeah, let's scare this thing out. Great. That's going to be great. And we're going to see the Muck come out. Of course, the Muck can take these hits pretty well. It's got good special bulk. Alright, I don't want to stay in. A Crunch would be really bad for me. I want to go into my own Rhydon here. And I can get my rocks up. I think that's going to be very helpful if I can do that. I see Rhydon here. Got our own Rhydon out here. We're going to see a foul play. Ouch. Let's go ahead and try to get rocks going. Mega Drain, of course. Oh, we live. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. And that light screen helped us so much. I'm telling you. Let's get our boy Charizard in here. So we Mega Evolve. And it's going to make it where we're not going to take as much damage if we have to switch in once rocks are put up. There's Mega Drain. We will take that Mega Drain. We will take that Mega Drain so well. Let me think. Let's go ahead and... We're going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. Let's go ahead and... I want to click Flare Blitz. I really want to click Earthquake. I'm going to click Earthquake. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Alright, here comes the Blastoise. And I'm sure Blastoise can take this pretty well. Blastoise has really good defense. But yeah, the good thing is we've got this. You know, I really feel like they should have put Rapid Spin in this game. Blastoise would be so good in this game if they gave it Rapid Spin. I want to go Venusaur. Actually, I want to go Zapdos. Get another light screen going. Get another light screen here. There's a Toxic. I could go light screen, but I think my opponent might try to go into Rhydon here. And I'm actually going to make that prediction. I think I'm going to make that prediction. I think my opponent goes Rhydon. So we'll hard switch into Venusaur, predicting that. We'll hard switch, trying to make that prediction. Alright, have we put anything to sleep? We haven't. Let's go ahead and try to put something to sleep this time. We need the sleep powder to connect. We need the sleep powder to connect. Melmetal's probably going to come out. Or maybe even Charizard. It's going to be Muck. We finally get the sleep powder. Thank you, game. Thank you. Go ahead and switch into Rhydon. I could Earthquake, but I think my opponent's going to switch into a Flying type, and I want to try to force my opponent to do so. So I'm going to get Rhydon in here. I want to scare out this Muck. What Flying types we got? We got Zapdos and Charizard. Let's go for a Rock Slide. Go Rock Slide. I'm hard predicting this switch. Look at that. I'm feeling the intensity of this battle, man. I am predicting a switch into a Flying type. Actually, going into either Flying type's not going to do much. Well, if my opponent goes into Charizard, it could take out my Rhydon. So maybe I would have been better off just Earthquaking. You know, because really, Muck can do more to Rhydon. Okay, so we're going to see a switch. Probably, maybe I did make the right play. Yes, I did. Please connect. I need this to connect. I need this to connect. Yes! Oh, the prediction. The prediction. Ah, yeah. Oh, I predicted that so well. That was such a good play right there. That turn went the way that I needed it to. That turn seriously went the way I needed it to. And we got that Charizard. We got that Charizard. Here comes Blastoise once again. And honestly, let me look at this. Let me see if there's a reason to keep Rhydon. I mean, it would be so good for Zapdos, really. It'd be so good for Zapdos. I might go into my own... I might go into my Venusaur, or I could go into Starmie here. I think... I'll go ahead and go Starmie, I think. I want to keep Rhydon mainly because that Zapdos is still there, and it's a scary Pokemon if I don't have anything for it. And Ice Beam, nice. We made a right play right there. Going into Starmie instead of Venusaur. So I'm going to Thunderbolt here. See a Protect. I'm going to go ahead and Thunderbolt again. My opponent could go Rhydon, but honestly, I just Surf once that comes in. Alright, it's probably going to be that Rhydon, right? No, it's going to be Muck, actually. Go with Charizard. We're gonna see a Wake Up now. It bites. That actually bites. It does so much. Let's go ahead and Earthquake, I guess. Yeah, if this is Zapdos, my opponent made a good play. No, it's going to be the Rhydon. Jeez, I can't do much to the Rhydon, actually. It's not a two-hit KO. I don't think that is. I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to play this game with rocks on our side. I'll go Starmie. I mean, I could Earthquake right here, but if my opponent decides to go on the offensive, we lose our Charizard. We're going to see my opponent go on the offensive. Starmie, oh my gosh. Almost going down to that. I gotta Surf. I gotta Surf. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and Surf. Starmie would be so good to keep. But I think I might have to sack it. Please tell me Surf will do 2-hit KO on this thing from this range. It will. Okay, this thing is not going to live another Surf. We're going to go ahead and Surf it once again. Go ahead and Surf one more time. Nice. Okay, this game is intense. This is going to be an intense game right here. Alright, we are faster than Zapdos. Rhydon here? I think I want to. I'm gonna go Rhydon. And that was a really safe play for my opponent. U-turn, it's super effective on the Starmie, and it gives my opponent a chance to switch into something. Whatever my opponent goes into, though, I'm going to stay in. I think it's time to sack off Rhydon. Right, here comes Blastoise. I'm just go ahead and Thunder Punch, even though I'll go down no matter what. But I'm going to let Rhydon go down. It basically has done its job. I can go Zapdos here, which I'm going to do that. I'm going to go Zapdos and actually get a light screen up. I think that's going to help me here in the end game. Let's go ahead and do that. Get a light screen. We're going to see a Protect. Of course, I can't stop the Protect. But I can get a light screen. And that's going to make it where we take hits here from the end of this game a little bit better. And now I want to hard switch into Venusaur. I don't want that Rhydon to do anything to me. So we're just going to go ahead and hard switch into Venusaur. I'm predicting my opponent to switch into Rhydon here. Rhydon is a perfect answer to Zapdos. So get our boy Venusaur in here. Where's the Ice Beam instead? Okay. My opponent was actually willing to risk that. Let's go ahead. I could Sleep Powder, because nothing's asleep right now. I want to do that. Let's go ahead and Sleep Powder. I think my opponent's not going to let me have this Blastoise here. This game's getting really close to the clock. Close to this clock, man. Sleep Powder, whatever comes in. Oh my gosh, look at this. We are past the 3-minute mark. Alright, Melmetal, go to sleep. Good night. Go to bed. Good night, good night, good night. Ah, yeah. Good night and good riddance. Go ahead and get Charizard in here, so I can go ahead and hit this thing with a Flare Blitz. And this game is actually getting close to this clock. It's like so close. I need Charizard for this Melmetal. Man, Melmetal's so bulky and it's so hard. Alright, my opponent's making a really tough decision right now. Alright. I'm going to Flare Blitz. Light screen's gone. Doesn't matter. We're going to Flare Blitz. I need as much damage on this thing as I can get. Man, I need as much damage on this thing. Oh man, this is such an intense battle. I hope my opponent's not trying to draw out the timer. I want this game to... I actually want to play this game through, but I think it's going to go to the clock. And I think my opponent's wanting it to go to the clock. And that's the thing with like a 20-minute timer, you know? Alright, my opponent's going to just take it to the timer, I think. Alright, well, I guess the timer is out. We lost to the timer, huh? Man, we played that really well, but the timer is what got us, man. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get to play that one all the way through. But that was such a close battle, nevertheless. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe.